Hello there. This is Baba Manu. I've been teaching literature and English from 1994 to date. Today I'll be speaking to you about Rutendo, the chief's granddaughter, which was published in year 2018. Today I'll address the theme of women's liberation, which is one of the topical issues in the novel. This novel was written by a woman called Choto Mutangadura. That is significant as the novel itself addresses women's issues. Africa in general, Zimbabwe in particular, is patriarchal, meaning to say the power and decision-making processes lie in the hands of men at the expense of women. What it means is, in our communities, it is the men who dominate. It is the men from family level who decide what goes for the family, at community level, even at national level. Colette Mutangadura tries to redefine women, to say women are capable of leadership positions, leadership from family level to community level, even to national level. Now, addressing the theme of women's liberation, we will start with a quotation here on page 127, where Rutendo says, "I shall not allow the boys to tremble over me and be their doormat, the way they treat other girls. It is because of the respect I have for myself." And that's on page 127. Rutendo refuses to be bullied. She is a self-assertive figure, and she is a model of self-esteem. This is what the writer tries to instill in modern day girl children, to say women are capable of defending themselves. Women should be confident in their abilities. In the novel, she will not allow any man to abuse her. That is she is a strong character, a strong personality, and she inspires other women. Perhaps we would say the novelist Colette Mutangadura wants to inspire the modern day woman and the girl child to say, you have the capacity. When we were growing up, we used to have a song by an artist from Jamaica called Yellow Man. Yellow Man. Girls, you can do what the guys can do. You can still be a lady. So, this novel inspires women to liberate themselves. There is also further proof that society looks down upon women when we see the chief, when Rutendo has been sent by her grandmother Ndayavaya to give him medicine when he falls ill. He does not even recognize her. He does not even know who she is. That shows that is symbolic of how men take women for granted. Had she been a male child, he would have recognized her. How do we know that? Rutendo's father actually regrets that, given how intelligent she is and how strong she is, how strong as a personality she is, he wishes she were male. Now, that's very significant. It tells you that the typical father in Africa will not be satisfied with a girl child and would rather wish he had a male child. So, from me, Baba Manu, and the crew, not behind the scenes, but in front, because we have Mr. Mapani filming the event and shooting this video. we would like to say goodbye, thank you. A new perception, a new way of thinking, a new mentality, and a new way of seeing ourselves, self-perception. So that is what we see in the novel. Women are coming up, and the novel tries to inspire this perception that women are coming up, a new breed of woman is coming up, and we see Rutendo winning those two fights. From there, we see how a typical male voice when Rutendo and the other would-be fighters, prospective fighters, are about to go to join the liberation struggle. Right, on page 95, on page 98, what about the girls? What will they be doing? One of the boys, who seemed to be pessimistic about girl ability, asked. Ha ha, laughed many boys. The girls are not up to the challenge. They would be doing nothing. They would be washing and cooking, of course, and be our mistresses. Now, here we see the condescending manner in which men see women. They look down upon or despise women. We see how girls and women have been stereotyped that all they are good for is to minister to the physical needs of men. Now, Rutendo, as we know, to those of you who have read the novel, Rutendo, the chief's granddaughter, Rutendo is intelligent. Rutendo will stand up for herself physically. Rutendo is also a responsible character. We see at home that she does all the chores that are expected of a girl child, the gardening, the cooking, the scrubbing, the cleaning. But beyond that, she also does the chores considered to be male domain, like the milking of the cows and any other chores that may be demanded of her at home. Now, here is a man who says that the girls will not be up to the physical challenge of fighting in the liberation struggle. It's clear that guerrilla warfare, which the novel is about, is a grueling exercise, a physically demanding exercise in which there's violence and the possibility of death. There's danger involved. But Rutendo is committed to joining the struggle. So what this young man says here typifies or represents what men generally believe about women, that they are not up to the challenge of taking part in the war. But as we know, Rutendo is up to the challenge. Why? How do we know? How do we know that Rutendo is up to the challenge? She has won physical fights on 2 occasions, beating Edmond, like we have said earlier, and beating Patrick. Not only that, when she is involved in these fights, she wins the fights, but also we know because of stereotype, there's a Shona saying which goes, "Mukadzi mutsvuku kukona kubano roya." Now, they end up at college saying that she's demon-possessed. She has won the physical fights, and they think she's demon-possessed because she has won the fights. That is typical stereotyping. Society looks down upon women and wants to demonize women. But here we see the main character of the novel, Rutendo, the chief's granddaughter, being victorious in all that she tries to do. Now, Rutendo on page 127 says, "I will not allow any man to abuse me in any way. I would rather die than be subjected to live with abuse on a daily basis. I will not allow any man to abuse me in any way. I would rather die than be subjected to live with abuse on a daily basis. Now, that is a very bold declaration.